What's up guys, Rand Racer here with a quick tech video for you guys today, and today we're doing a little quick unboxing and first impressions of the Star Wars Luke Skywalker Force FX lightsaber. So of course, without further ado, let's slice this open, test it out, and give you guys a quick in-depth review. But anyways, this is what the lightsaber comes in terms of the packaging, nothing too spectacular. It's made by Hasbro, which is a pretty big toy manufacturer. But anyways, let's pop this open and see what we get. So the first thing we get, of course, is the lightsaber itself. Unfortunately, my camera isn't wide enough since this is such a long piece of packaging here. So it does come wrapped up in all this protective packaging. We'll just slide this off. And there's one more thing that we get, and that is a stand. And unfortunately, for something that is $174 from Best Buy, they don't include the batteries. So you do have to buy 3 AA batteries for this thing, which I will have to pick up very soon. The stand here is just pretty much a basic clear piece of plastic. Nothing too spectacular about that, as well as the instructions on how to use it. Alright, so continuing on, let's pull out the lightsaber here. And again, this is the Luke Skywalker model. There's also the Darth Vader Yoda, as well as the new one. Initial impressions, this thing is actually has a pretty hefty weight to it. Wow, never actually held one of these in my hand before. So take a quick look at the main part here. The one thing I really like, and that surprised me, was that it's made of metal. Generally with toys and whatnot, they're made of plastic, but the fact that it's made of metal gives it a more authentic look, but also a nice solid feel to it when you hold it as well. And the majority of the parts on here are also made of metal, like this piece, even this piece here. Actually, this might be more of a plastic with a metallic finish on it, but even this piece here, like that's metal, which is pretty nice. This is the actual switch to turn it on and off. I just have to slap in some batteries in here just a minute. And the black part here, flip it over. This is obviously plastic and has like a rubberized coating on it, so it does give you, I guess, a bit of grip. This isn't the most ergonomic thing to hold, but nonetheless, obviously trying to make it as authentic as possible to match the movie. To install the batteries on this is very simple. As I mentioned earlier, it does take 3 AA batteries, which is a really good thing because they're inexpensive and very easy to find. They fit in this cartridge-based thing here that you do have to line up the arrow with the yellow thing on the inside there. So you just slide it. Once you have the batteries in, you just slide it in, take the metal cap, twist it back on, and you're all set to go. So here's what the whole blade looks like when you light it up. And just like the movies, the LEDs, or the lights in the LEDs kind of slowly light up towards the top, and same thing when you turn it off. And in terms of light consistency, it's kind of hard to tell in the YouTube videos because when you light up something like this, it's really overexposed on the camera. So I'm going to fire this up, and then I'm going to crank down the exposure on my camera all the way down. And now this doesn't actually look like in real life, but you can tell with the naked eye that there is a few breaks in between some of the LEDs on the blade itself. For example, on the top here, again, it's a little bit more pronounced in the video, but it's not as bad in real life. So if I crank the exposure up a little bit more, kind of looks more like this. So again, it's not perfect, but considering it's under $200, you can find this at Best Buy or even Walmart. It's pretty much as good as you can get in terms of something that's affordable and very close to the replica in the movie. And just like the movies, you do have that lightsaber sound, and there is like some sort of like motion thing in here that detects the movements when you swing it around. And there's even a clashing motion, so if you hit it on something in the hand, it makes that clashing sound of a lightsaber. Anyways, we're going to switch out the lights and see what it looks like in the dark. So overall guys, the first impressions on the Hasbro FX lightsaber from Star Wars is very positive. I think Hasbro has done an excellent job at designing a lightsaber that's pretty darn close to what you see in the movies, and also very high quality and well made as well. So the reason why I rate this as one of the best lightsabers to get, one of the big factors for me is price. This is a very well made looking lightsaber that looks like it's what you see on the movies, as well as the feel of it, without having to fork over hundreds of dollars. It's under $200, which means it's most affordable to many of you guys. Although there are even better quality made ones out there, even homemade ones that look the same inside and out, if you can't afford it, then how is it the best if you can't get your hands on it? In terms of any cons or things I don't like about the Hasbro FX lightsaber, the only thing I could say is that this lightsaber is not designed for dueling. You could do a little light taps on stuff or even against other lightsabers, but if you want to smack it against somebody with another lightsaber or whatnot, this isn't the most ideal thing. I read online that people who have done this with the past models that Hasbro had back in 2010, the LEDs actually started to go out because the wires or something were separating due to the force of hitting them. Nonetheless, for aesthetic wise, this is a pretty darn good looking lightsaber that works, sounds right, and I think the biggest thing for many people is that it's a quality piece that's affordable. In conclusion guys, if you're looking for a lightsaber collectible, you definitely can't go wrong with the Hasbro FX lightsaber. Anyways, thanks for watching guys, hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on the bottom there, and I'll see you on next video.